Boy, that's becoming one heck of a beefy looking axe head. If I wanted to go that direction. Now, I gotta look at it again. I have this big spot right here. How am I gonna drive that off? If I hit here, it may, I doubt though. I think I'm gonna strike right here and hopefully drive that off this way. There we go. Got a lot of that off there. Now this way, see, now this is down below, like basically my center line. So if I hit here, that's going to drive some of this stuff off. Saving these flakes, but as you see, that's what that just did. It flaked right down through here. Now if I hit here, it'll drive another flake down through there. I'm going to turn it over. Beautiful. Check that out. Beautiful. Now, I should be able to hit here again and do the same thing. Here's another great flake. Okay, I'm going to have to hit this side because as you can see, it's running up through. I've got to hit this side to try to flake this off, then I can drive it the other way. I don't want to hit it too hard. Just barely chip it. There we go. Now it's below center line. I can hit here, break that off. There we go. Now look at that edge down through there. Perfect, perfect. I like that. Now, we have all this here for a center line, if you can see that. It's dipped down here and such. I hit here, it should flake that off. I'm just barely touching that. Just to flake that off. I don't want to go too far. Okay, as you can see, I had just straightened that out. Now I got this part here. I'll probably hit right in this spot and try to knock some of that off. Yeah, and then that's what happens sometimes. It just blew that off, but got all these other flakes that just crumbled off the backside. Now I'm going to put this away and I'm going to start using my bopper because it's getting fine now. It's getting down there to fine details and such, so I'm going to start breaking this up. You don't have to hit obsidian very hard to break it up. Now you can see this runs down here and then it goes up to the side here. It's up that way. So I have to hit here to kind of straighten that out. Like that. See, that had straightened that out. Now I'm going to hit on the end here again. Straighten it out more and go to the other side. See, this is the problem with it. You can start getting what you want, but you have to keep chasing it to get it, you know, how you want it. And that's where I have the problem. I broke that off to straighten that. That's straight now, but I lost, you know, an inch or so in length. So now I see this here has to be straightened out. I'm going to use the big one on this because I want to try to drive this whole big flake off of here. I'll grind this up a little bit to maybe get that flake even further. It's scary stuff, I'll tell you, because you can get to this point, it's looking pretty good and such, and then all of a sudden, bang, one hit, it's totally got you going in the wrong direction. So we're going to hit this. You can see how this is dipped in like this, so I'm going to try to strike that right in here. Now you can see I did straighten that out. It didn't go as far as I wanted. I still got a little bit here. But I'm not going to worry about that right now. But I got what I wanted. It's flaked off. But you can see already how small this is getting. And it's still really thick. This is the problem I have. Now, I can keep going and it will get thinner and thinner. But it gets smaller and smaller. So I started that great big giant piece. I may get a 4-inch blade out of this, kind of thing, right? I'm not sure if that's what everybody does or what, but I mean, if I had a flake that's fairly thin, flaked off fairly thin, and 4 or 5 inches, I can just go around it and basically shape it, and that is what that's my ideal of knapping. But this here, to start with a big rock like this and keep going around and around, I get a lot of gravel, as you have seen, basically. So I'm going to keep going and see what we can get out of this. That did pretty good. Now, I see that that's hinged like this here. You know what I'm going to do? I got this steel screwdriver. I'm going to put that right in here, right underneath that hinge. Give that a tap. And actually, it had just knocked that hinge off of there. Okay. Now, see, I can make that nice and, but now I have this big ball in the middle. If I hit that hard enough here, I may be able to take all that out, but I'm gonna lose a lot. But I'm gonna try it. Yeah, look what that did. That just snapped off right here. Just that little piece right here. That's all that did. It didn't drive it down. There we go. That just went all the way down and almost took that all the way out. That's a little better. Now I could easily fashion that into an axe head, the way it is. But I'm not sure what I'm going to. I'm going to keep going with it. Maybe I'll try to make a long blade of this side to that side, or don't know yet. That's still. Yeah, I got rid of it, but I also lost a lot. That whole big chunk just blew out of there. Now I might be able to make a blade out of that. That right there, I could make a blade out of. That's basically what I wanted in the first place. But that thinned it down quite a bit. Only have this one little ball right here. I would feel so much more comfortable about doing this if I had this in my area, but I do not. This came all the way from California, and it really bugs me to be just busting it up into, gravel, a lot of it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep playing with it. I'll show you the finished product.